Matrix trilogy was a very divisive trilogy, basically. That when the Matrix came out in '99, it just blew cinema out of the water with its, its originality. We won't really get into the whole story of whether it's an original concept or not. The acting, the fight, the set pieces, and the fighting, and the CGI. Some of it a lot better than others, but the whole thing was just absolutely incredible. And then when the two sequels came out that they filmed back to back, both being released in the same year as well. Like as far as I'm aware, that's never been done before or since. And yeah, that's where the divisiveness came from, because those movies were good, but they weren't a step up from the original. They didn't get better. Since rewatching them a few weeks ago, the podcast that I do with my good friend Feel Better, on the Feel Better show, we discussed the Matrix trilogy, and I rewatched the movies 4 weeks ago. They're actually a lot better than what I remember. The first one still holds up. It's absolutely incredible. Like I say, it was very explosive and original at the time. And the second two movies were not received as well, but they're a lot better than what I remember. They're still very complicated, and there's still a lot of flaws with those movies, but oh my god, were they just groundbreaking. The whole thing just, Keanu Reeves in that role as Neo was unbelievable. Carrie-Anne Moss. I'm not going to go through the whole cast because, you could pick every single person out and it'd just take forever. But every single one of them was brilliant. And I'm not a big fan of sequels that come, 10, 20, 30 years later. I've spoken about Ghostbusters Afterlife. I'm very much looking forward to that because by the looks of it, the story kind of folds into the fact that it's been so long. I'm not 100% sure what the story is yet, but by the looks of it, it's looking back fondly on the memory of the original Ghostbusters and sort of using that to push the story forward. Other than that, I don't really like it when they sort of go back and try and rehash the original stuff. A movie that really jumps to mind right now, because I mentioned Keanu Reeves, was the latest Bill and Ted movie. I did not enjoy that much. It was fine, it was watchable, but it just wasn't good. It didn't capture the goodness of the original. Goodness, terrible word, but it didn't capture that that the originals gave us. So I'm very unsure about what we're going to get with the Matrix Resurrections. I'm not sure what we're going to what's going to happen. Is it worth it? Is it good? Do we really need to go back to this well? They just about scraped through with the two sequels, like we just said. They weren't as good as the original, but do we really want to go back to that well? But they're doing it because, Warner Brothers is a company that wants money, so they're gonna try it as hard as they can. I have not seen this trailer yet. I wanted to watch it earlier because I've heard good things and bad things about it on the internet. But this is it. We're going to watch this together. As always, I'm going to put the trailer up here. I'm going to do two different versions of this video. One with the sound on and one with the sound off, because as I've said before, when I do trailer reactions, whenever I put the sound on, the videos have been taken down. But I'm going to try and do it with the sound on just to see what happens. But yes, I'm over this side now, so there's a bit of room for the trailer up there, and I'm going to hit play and just see what this is. Again, I've not seen it yet, but I'm going to try and give you as much of a reaction as I can. And yeah, let's go, play.
Thomas?
It was very like
you seem particularly triggered
Pixar,
right
doesn't
now.
it?
Tell me what happened?
I love Neil Patrick Harris.
Dreams that weren't just dreams.
Good enough for me.
Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
Okay, so Thomas Anderson, he by the looks of it, he's grown up in this Matrix. He doesn't remember it by the looks of it, which would explain the beard and the hair, which I'm not a fan of when it comes to Neo. Yes, I'd heard rumours that they don't remember each other, but there's that little spark there. Blue pills. It's interesting so far. I like it. He's obviously, there's something in the recesses of his mind that he does remember. Alice, the one. A couple of callbacks to the original. I like that. What the hell was that?
Time to fly.
Is that supposed to be a young Morpheus? I'd heard rumours about that as well.
If you want the truth, Neo, you're going to have to follow me.
The White Rabbit. Yeah, there's a lot of callbacks to the original.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me, no?
Whoa. Some like Street Fighter stuff going on there. I like it. I do like the agents. That's one of the main things I've really enjoyed about the original. So is Lawrence Fishburne not in this? That guy really does look like him though. I'm assuming it's supposed to be Morpheus. Ooh.
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
What is that? They look like Cody Rhodes. Okay. Okay, I actually, you know what, quite enjoyed that. That was pretty decent. It was a lot better than what I was expecting. Again, rehashing old concepts and trying to go back to that well, I'm not always a big fan of, but that kind of did for me what the Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer did for me when it came to Ghostbusters. I mentioned it earlier, I'm a massive fan of Ghostbusters, so it's kind of done that thing where it's working on the story, but in a future part of that story, as opposed to trying to go back to the same story. I know Bill and Ted did that, and I've already said I didn't enjoy that movie as much, but I don't know, there's just something about that movie that just didn't quite work. But with this, yeah, that's pretty good. I loved all the callbacks that they did to the original movie. And I like this story that somehow Neo has got stuck in this Matrix. You know, at the end of the last one, spoiler alert, he died or he ascended. I'm not sure. It's supposed to be like a parallel to Jesus or something. I'm not 100% sure, but he did die. So Neo, by the looks of it, is still stuck in this world of the Matrix, and they've wiped his memory. The same with Trinity, even though she died as well. I'm not sure how this is going to get explained, whether it's a reboot of the Matrix, but how did they get reboot? I don't know. Are they real? Are they not? Who knows? I do like it. I like the look of that. You know, they've grown up in this Matrix, 20 years down. Is it 20 years? 20 years down the line, and they're starting to get their memories back. And you know that coincidentally they meet again, and there's that spark, and all the little callbacks to the original. The Alice in Wonderland thing, the blue pills, the trying to break the system. I like it. It looks good. It does look good, and the action, although very brief in that trailer, it hits you, doesn't it? It's just like, whoa. It is the Matrix action, isn't it? That's what you want from this kind of Matrix movie. That's what you want from any Matrix movie. Is the main sell for those movies for me that I enjoyed so much was the action, the fight scenes. They was on point, and they were so enjoyable. The story around it is kind of muddled, and you kind of have to stumble through that, but it's just really good. And yeah, this trailer has done for me what I wanted it to. It's got me excited. I'm a fan enough of The Matrix where I was going to go and see this movie anyway, just to kind of see what happens. But now I'm actually excited. Now I've actually got a bit of hope going into this movie about what's going to come and what's going to happen and where these characters are and where they've been. Again, I'm not 100% sure if Lawrence Fishburne is in this. I'm fairly certain he is, and he wasn't shown in that trailer. Not that I saw, because there was a lot of snappy pieces in there where, you know, you can't really keep up. The actor that's playing young Morpheus, by the looks of it, he really good, but you know, he looks enough like Lawrence Fishburne. Are they going to kind of use that and turn him into Morpheus, or is he Morpheus? Is there a different Morpheus? I don't know, but yeah, it's good. The agents there, like I said during that trailer, I did enjoy the agents from the first movie. I thought they were great, even though they were very just bog standard guys in suits. I liked watching them on screen. I thought they were very funny. So it's good to see those back as well. Whether we're going to get Agent Smith back or not, I'm not 100% sure if he's in this movie. That'd be nice if he was to come back. Yeah, so I really enjoyed this. I know I made a very brief comment about Keanu Reeves' hair and his beard. I like his long hair and his beard. You know, the John Wick look, great. But for Neo, I get this whole in the future thing, you know, he's lived his life and he's grown out his beard and his hair. But when he becomes Neo properly, I want the beard and the hair to go. So he is Neo. You know, Neo is short hair, clean shaven, and just very solid. And you know, that's who Neo is, and I want that for this movie. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. It's not gonna ruin the kind of experience for me, but I'm hoping that, you know, we do get the Neo that we all remember and that we all love. But yeah, I got a bit worried at the end there when the trailer said that it's released in 2021. I was like, that's a whole year away. We're in 2021. I completely forgot. Time has stood still in the last, 2 years because of this whole situation. So I'm very happy that just a couple of months I'll get to watch this movie and I don't have to wait a year and a half, because for a brief second there I was very depressed. So yeah, it's good. I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait. You know, it's another year of The Matrix, isn't it? Let's see what happens. Let me know what you think about the trailer down in the comments down below. Let me know what you think the whole story is going to be. Let me know if you think we're going to see Keanu Reeves with short hair and no beard. That'll be weird. That rhymed. But yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell icon so you can see all my future videos. And let's enter this Matrix. Thank you very much for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.